Hi, this is Shannon with Chic and Sassy Nails by Shannon. I am doing my next mani. I'm going with a neutral mani. We're doing family pictures this weekend, and I really want to do something kind of neutral. I had a really dark mani last time, so I tend to, I don't know, I tend to want something different, although I don't know. So I'm going to try to put some gold glitter under Shadowplay to see if the glitter can kind of affect the jelly. But I'm not sure if it's really gonna work. Now that I'm doing this, I'm wondering if I should, I don't know. You know what I might do? I might keep one nail solid and in case it doesn't, I don't like the look. So hold on, let me do this. I'm gonna do, this is Morganite Delight, which is also a very sheerish set. But I do love this gold. And I'm almost out of it. I also pulled champagne sugar to possibly throw on over, Shadowplay as well. So I have to see how, I want to see how it reacts or like what it looks like before I decide on everything. But I already know I like Shadowplay by itself because I did test it out in my last live, I believe it was. Okay, so today, Friday the 24th, it is Tinseltown, the Tinseltown collection launch, which is the holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, wintry, holidays, I guess is what they consider that collection for 2025. It launched this morning at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Last Friday launched the Thanksgiving collection, I think, if I'm remembering right. So those are both available now. And the one set of, what's the set called? Fireside Glow is sold out here in the US, but it is restocking mid-November sometime. And then the top five. So top five from the fall collection. I'm going to tell you in reverse order. So number 5 was Harvest Daisies. Number 4 was Fireside Glow. Number 3 was Falling Leaves, which is the clear colored overlay. Number 2 was Autumn Embers, which is the glitter dip. And to my surprise, actually, number 1 was Toasty Plaid, which surprised me. And then 4, oh, and to explain a little bit why Fireside Glow could sell out but not be number 1 is that they do not make the same amount of sets of strips for each set. They kind of forecast based on past launches and what sold before, what they think is going to sell best. And obviously Fireside Glow sold out, but had less sets than some of the other collections, which is why it was 4th, but the first to sell out. All right, I'm gonna see if I can tack that down. My fingers are cold. I need to get my heat stuff back out, and I'm not ready for the cold weather. I am ready for the cold weather, but not at the same time, if you know what I mean. So, all right. So I'm just throwing a little extra glitter. I might leave this one all glitter and not cover it. I just want to see how this mani progresses. Because what I have in my head, I didn't test, so I'm not exactly sure if it will show through enough to make a difference. Because I wanted it kind of to act like an accent nail with, what's it called? Shadowplay. But like I said, because I'm going for neutral, I don't want anything bright and crazy today. So Tia has been home Tia is my oldest. She's been home from college for a fall break for this past week. So it's been nice to have her home, but she goes back on Sunday, and before she goes, we need to do I want to do family pictures. And by family pictures, I mean I set up a tripod and we do everything we can to try to get the dogs to look in the direction of the camera. So, I forgot how dark this one was. Oh well. I mean, it is fall, so I can go dark. Oh, I hurt my shoulder, my left shoulder for some reason. It's hurt for the last 2 days. It started hurting, I think, it wasn't last night, it was the night before or that morning. I can't even remember, but I don't recall doing anything specific to injure it. It just, I don't know if I slept funny, but it's like I pulled, I don't know. I'm not happy because it's like when I rotate my shoulder, but just my left one. And I don't really want to go in because that would, be smart, I guess. I don't know. Hoping it just goes away. I hate when I rip it a little too narrowly. All right, we're gonna see. Hold on, I'm having some issues getting these little wrinkles out, and I have a little excess here that I wanted to. There. Okay. This is a pretty color, though. All right, let's line up. So again, this is a jelly. This is from the Trend Shop Drop. I think they called it Trend Drop Shop. Trend Drop Shop. Man, that's a tongue twister. From the Dark Academia one, which is the recent little drop. It's its own tab in the on the shopping on the site, and I noticed that it moves a little bit. So sometimes I see it depending how I'm logged in. Like if I'm on a computer or device, sometimes it's at the beginning of all the little titles at like below. Oh, what was it below? I can't even remember all the titles. Below like new arrivals and bestsellers, it's like called Trend Shop. And then sometimes I logged in and it was above like nail collections. But it's not under nail collections, it's its own category. So like the bigger categories are like lips and cheeks and eyes and nail collection. Trend Shop is what you look for, and it's its own category. So I don't know if in the future, I would guess they're planning on, maybe they're going to have makeup in there. Because I don't think they have yet. But maybe there'll be makeup and nails or something like that. And they don't want it under nails. So don't look just under the nails. It's hard to find. Or if you are on the main Color Street page, it does scroll through the banner at the top, if you ever wait for that or watch that. Okay, so these are a jelly ombre. Oh, I was going to talk about the top 5 for the... Okay, hold on. Let me see. I think I will... Okay, I think I will try this over the glitter and see what I think of it. The top 5 from this morning, it was only, I think, an hour out from the beginning of launch time when they shared these numbers, or the order, I mean. They didn't give us exact numbers, but For the Tinseltown collection, so that's holiday that launched this morning, 4 and 5 are tied, or were tied, and it is Rudolph's nose, which is the red chrome, and hold on a second, let's see if I got that. It's like too far over. Rudolph's nose and pretty poinsettia. And then, hold on, I'm going to do this. Okay, sorry. Number 3 was Magic Midnight, which is the the blue and silver set. Number 2 was Holiday Confetti, which is the silver glitter with multicolor, like bigger glitter over it. And then number 1, drum roll please, was Midnight Holly, which I did really like. But poinsettia was one of my favorites. All right, so you kind of just lose the glitter. I mean, I think you can kind of see it a little bit, but not very much. So it did change it. I don't know if I want to layer it over the other one. I folded this, so now I have to deal with if this is long enough, because that corner folded down. It is not long enough. Dang it. My nails are too long, so I can't get... Okay. Such is life. Which is fine, because I'm not gonna... I think I'm gonna keep the gold. Have a gold accent. I think I might add the filigree or some overlay over it. Okay. Hold on. We're gonna change it up a little bit on the fly here, since I'm not in love with... It's very subtle. You can see it shine through that bottom part. I was hoping it would shine through a little bit more, but I think maybe that's fine. I just wanted to test. So now I want, but I do want to I'm going to do the same thing on the other side of this for this nail. And then I think I'm going to find an overlay. I just have to figure out which one. I might use Purr Diem, or I'll use the filigree, but I just wore that one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. So now I'm wondering if my nails are too long for all of these. I might need another strip out. I should have trimmed them. I kept the length and I did not trim them. All right, let's see. Maybe this one will work. My nails are just a teeny bit too long to get 2 nails done with one strip right now, which I don't usually keep them that long, so... Oh well. All right, so I think I'm gonna do an overlay on top of Morganite. And then I'll keep this one solid, and I'm going to do glitter, glitter. Okay, and let me see, which nail is shortest of all of my nails right now? Not my index fingers. I was hoping I could get, but that is definitely not long enough. I'm not going to be able to get 2 out of that either, so I need to grab another strip, which is fine. I just didn't do it ahead of time, so... Okay, I forget that I like to use less overhang when I do my anchor technique. It makes it easier, but I don't always remember to do it. So this one, I need to gently pull and smooth out because this nail is extra curvy and I still get wrinkles on the sides. This nail is always the one I struggle with I mean, these, well, I have 3 nails that curve a ton, but and these are all going to be too short, I betcha. Yes, so we will just, I don't know, save those. I don't know why. Okay, let's see if I can still smooth these out while I just push them down. I have Nail Teaks and Stacy's Ridge Filler on as my base right now. Kind of been testing it out. I should do a comparison where I have one hand with Stacy's Ridge Filler and one hand with Color Street, so I can actually compare them more directly. I like the tint of both. I mean, that's pretty much, I don't have a lot of ridges, so I'm not really using it for the ridges. I'm using it more for the color. I like how it looks. And let's use that one. I just have to figure out what overlay I want to use. I really like Purr Diem, and I really like Fabulous Filigree. But I did just recently wear Purr Diem. No, sorry. I just recently wore Fabulous Filigree, so I'll probably grab Purr Diem if I have some open. I think I do. Ah. Okay. I'm just gonna throw these because I don't need them. And I'm still gonna use champagne sugar on the solid strips, or the plain strips so far. Okay, so we're gonna do one layer of Shadowplay with, what's it called? Champagne sugar over it. And then over the Morganite, I'm going to throw a black nail art design as a little accent. And I'm just going to have the one accent nail. Well, I guess this one, my middle finger is going to stay ombre with the glitter under and not the overlay. So I guess those 2 nails will be different. That's kind of my formula. I like to do two nails as like different as accents. Sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're not. That's what I've been doing for recently. Well, for a while, I guess. I used to do other nails as accent nails though, back in the day. So this is what I've settled on that I like the best. Okay, you can't really tell a difference between these 2 fingers in my opinion. Oh, well, I take that back. You can see a subtle glitter once in a while on that nail. So I guess that's the biggest difference. I'm gonna flip over and grab. Oh, I could do plaid. Let's see if I even have enough. Oh, I have a couple of these. All right, I'm gonna trim a little off that for my thumb, and I like to line that up. It just lines up better with my thumbnail. Oopsie, hold on. I know I have a better time when I don't use as much overlay, and I forget. It's much easier. Okay. All right, this is, I think they described this one as a rose taupe to black ombre. which is pretty accurate, I guess. Ooh. All right, clean that up. I do not know how to fix my shoulder. It's like sore to the touch too. It definitely seems like it's muscle soreness. I never know if you're supposed to use heat or ice, and then like if you're supposed to alternate heat and ice, and like for muscles. I feel like you hear contradictory things all the time, so I'm not really sure what's the best. We finally have another sunny day too, so I will get outside and take pictures of these when I'm done. And then I'm not going to wait till it cures because tomorrow's the weekend. Oh, maybe I will. We'll see. I am going to do my heat. That is a pretty set though. All right. I am going to do the thumb, and then we're going to work on all of the overlays that I'm going to throw on here. I'm going to use this side because it's slightly wider. I'm using the thumb, the slightly smaller thumb strip, but I still like that flat edge. Uh-oh, I got a big wrinkle in the middle. And I kind of stretched it funny, so I got it's like a little wrinkle right in the middle. I'm sure the overlay will cover that up, but at least it is on my non-nailfee hand. Because I never take pictures on my... Well, that's not true. I have like twice. I rarely take pictures on my... of my right Annie. Because I do not like... It makes it... My little crooked pinky, it makes it hard to take pictures because the nail doesn't line up like the rest of them. So it's like way up here. I have to clean all this up too. I still have stuff hanging off. All right, maybe I'll clean all the edges later. Although it's kind of like stuck under my nail now. It's totally... I say that and then I like clean it up anyway. That's how I roll. Okay, so... Oh, I should show you these cute little stickers. I posted too. I did share them on my Instagram and Facebook pages, but my youngest son, he had a friend. They like to draw. Everybody like in my family is like pretty artsy, but this is old and sticking. Uh-oh, hold on. Hopefully I can save these. Everything is sticking. I can see it and hear it. It's one big sticky mess. These might not come out. These have been in my binder for a very long time, so they're probably all mushed and melted together. I might have to find a different glitter overlay to use. I'm gonna be bummed if I can't get these out. Okay, hold on. All right, let's use this. Let's see if I can drag it out. Okay, anyway, one of Koi's friends drew like a little sketch of Oliver with like fairy wings. And let's see if I can... I don't think I can get this out. Oh, come on. Oh, they're coming. Are my fingers long enough to get these out now? Yes. Okay, so they're all stuck together. So let's see if this will work. And anyway, so we brought the sketch into Procreate, which is an app, drawing app, if you aren't familiar. And then Koi turned the little pencil sketch into like a full-on cartoon. And then I turned the cartoon image into stickers. And they turned out so cute. Actually, there's 3 images. All right. How am I going to... I'm going to cut this in half so I can use and put these back. Is that the right 1, 2, 3? Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure I had the right strips out before I put these back. I mean, they smell like nail polish, and so I'm assuming they're still going to work out. No clue. We'll see. All right, again, this is champagne sugar, and this is from like 5 years ago. So that is why they're like all mushed together probably. I don't think I've worn it for a while, so I've kind of been like saving it because I really like it, but I probably shouldn't have saved it that long. It's very sticky. Okay, it's super sticky, so it's stretched like a ton. Oh my goodness. It's like overly sticky and wet. So hold on, let's put it like that. We're gonna do our best. So I'm gonna add it. Oh, I still love this set. Haha. Okay. Still love this set. It is worth trying to save it, in my opinion, because it is beautiful on still. And it's, I mean, it's not dried out. Yeah, I think that's worth the headache. Look at that. All right. Now, let's see here. It's all curly. It would be nice to leave this set sit out for a little bit, and like dry, but I don't have that much time because I'm doing a video. So we will take off the plastic of all of these and just let them sit while I do all the others, while I do the finish these. So it's hard when they stick to the plastic, which after a while they do that. That's what this one's doing. It's definitely sticking. Oh, there you go. Okay, so there, I got the plastics off. So we'll let those sit for a minute while I try to do my pinky. And then we're going to dig into Purr Diem and get the other accent nail done. And then we'll just do our best on those. And it's fine. Okay. All right. This is a goopy sticky set, so it is kind of sticking and stretching and doing all sorts of stuff. All right, I will clean that up. In pictures, it's not going to matter if they're not perfect because they're far away. We only do a family picture, and then I'll do some of like the kids each and then the dogs and the kids, which are much easier than the one family picture with using the tripod. All right. I think it's good. I mean, it looks fine. Let's try the Purr Diem before I do anything else. And then I'm gonna have to put it in something else because this is tiny. It's like the last of my pack here. I always have trouble cutting it. I didn't cut it low enough. Ugh. Okay, let's see which strips I want to use. I don't have a ton left. Maybe we'll just do these two. And then okay. Purr Diem is going to be on top of my Morganite because why not? I could have done Spot On. I like that one too. And I like the plaid. I don't know. I felt like this right now. Like I said, that was a little bit of a change from my original plan, but I do always love this overlay. Okay, and then I think it ties that black in with that pattern a little bit. So we're gonna go with that. And then I will do my rest of my champagne sugar on all the rest of the nails. So we have the index fingers and thumbs. I'm going to keep the middle finger as is. Oopsie. I don't know, there's something about this one that I really love. I don't know if it's like that's kind of polka dot, but not a pattern polka dot. And it's animal print, but not like leopard. I don't know. I just like it. Okay, let's see how these are. I'm sure they're still sticky as all get out, but you know, what do you do? Oh yeah. They still are sticking to everything. We will go like this and try. I'm just gonna do one nail with each strip, so that'll help that I don't have to save the end. Okay, I'm just gonna grab it and then that'll make it easiest. I will not use my thumb. I will use this. All right, that is me. I like it. Okay. Let's see how this one comes off. It does help when I'm not being as like concerned about the other side. I'm just gonna lay. Basically, I think, you know what, I think my last mani I said I was going to trim my nails after that, and then I didn't, so now this is why my nails are too long to get 2 manis done with 1 strip. Oh well. I put, what is it called? Velvet Dahlia on my toes. Those will not be in the pictures because it is not really sandal weather for me anymore. I mean, it is to like run out and grab something from the mailbox or whatever, but not to go out for any decent amount of time. So, all right. Practically done. Thank you for your patience on this one. I did have to change it up a little bit from what I was planning originally. Oh, I should have trimmed this first. It's okay. Can do it that way. I just like to get that straight edge. And then this glitter, this hollow, it's like the hollow glitters with the little tiny specks of gold. And it's like the dense, or like the level of how sparse, and I don't know, it's just perfect. I wish it wasn't so sticky, but that's okay. Better than it being too dry. I feel like I can work with it better as long as it's sticky still. Okay, clean this edge off. So, oh, reminder too, if you are a fan or haven't tried the Velvet Lounge collection, that one is only going to be on the website for one more week. It is getting pulled around at the end of the day. So they pull them right at 11, like 59 or 12 o'clock, like the next day. But the last day to buy the Velvet Lounge collection, which is the Magnetic Attract Effects collection, is Friday the 31st. So Halloween. Uh-oh, that is really stuck on. Come on, it's just my last one. I wanted to... Okay, so that, like, got yucky. So I kind of, like, got a hole. Let's see here. I'm gonna trim off with the scissors anyway. So we'll just cut above that spot. Okay, I think I have this there. It's a little crooked, but it covers for the most part. Okay. All right, we will go like this. And just, oh, that kind of just ripped like it did. Okay, so don't miss out on the Velvet Lounge collection. All right, this is, oh, the Trend Drop Shop sets, these Dark Academia, which is the middle, what's it called, Shadowplay. Those are, I think, available through like around November 10th, because I think that'll make it a month, or until something sells out. So this is Shadowplay with sugar, champagne sugar over it, an accent of Morganite Delight with Purr Diem, and then this is Shadowplay with Morganite Delight underneath, but it only just gives a really subtle little glitter that you can catch once in a while. But there we have it. You guys have a great day or night. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.